MM is on standby at the Balmoral Hall, where Nigeria's finest fashion show will take place in a few hours' time. MM, let's feel the mood there. What exactly is happening at the fashion's finest Africa? You look lovely, MM.
Oh, thank you, Mike. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I miss you guys.
We miss you too.
All right. Anyways, we're here live at the Balmoral Hall, Federal Palace Hotel, where the fashion's finest Africa event is about to go on. Well, it's quite rainy, and well, you know the African time syndrome in Nigeria. The event hasn't started yet, but we're hoping that it will start in a bit. Well, I got here as early as 6:15 a.m. Work was still ongoing, but the stage was set, and when the panelists and the speakers will be here in no time, I'm guessing. Well, guests have not arrived yet, so basically there's really nothing ongoing right now at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, Mike.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much,
So
MM. Now, across,
what's going on?
Well, we're cooking, as always. We're cooking in the kitchen.
Tell me who's in the kitchen, Mike.
Chef Mary Jane. She's in
She met me. She was talking about
hi, Mary
She
Jane.
wanted to know who was. Hey,
Yeah, I
man.
actually wanted to know who's in the kitchen. Yeah, basically.
Yummy.
It's Yummy, your sweetheart, that's in the kitchen.
You're kidding me, right?
Yeah.
He's wearing
So
a
I'm hoping
pink
you guys will
apron.
send some of that food to the Federal Palace, where
You
I'll be.
actually-
Are you there? Are you there with
covering these
Elsie?
events. Yes, I am actually. She's sleeping though. She's in her car seat. She's
Oh,
not
okay.
sleeping.
Oh, okay. That's so
It
nice.
was really sad waking her up very early this morning, but hey, we gotta work.
Working mama.
Okay.
Working
what
mama.
can we do?
Working hard.
What can we do?
All
Okay,
right.
so
Thank you very much.
let me tell you a little bit about the. Okay, all right then.
All right.
See.
All right. I know
Over to
she's
you guys.
very, very interested to give us the updates, but then we'll get across to her later on across the show.
Welcome back. We're heading on over to the Balmoral, where MM is on standby with information for us about the Fashion Finest Africa event just before we dig into the papers. Hey, MM.
Hi, Yomi. I'm still here live at the Balmoral Hall at the Federal Palace Hotel, Victoria Island, where the Fashion's Finest Africa event is about to take place. Well, the music is heating up, as we can hear in the background. Okay, so, well, guests have not started arriving yet, but we have a few media houses, you know, starting to set up here and there. The place still looks a little bit scanty. The organizers are yet to arrive. We're still expecting them. Okay, but anyways, let me let you guys in on what this event is about, basically. It's a platform to, you know, assemble the very best of the fashion industry here in Nigeria, basically to just showcase their talents and basically just to, you know, expose them to the world, because we have amazing speakers who are also going to be here. We have Jennifer Sutton, who is the Development Director of Capital Next UK. And we also have guest of honor, Haja Aisha Abubakar. She will be here as well. She is the Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment. We also have quite amazing speakers who are actually headlining the event. We have Father and President. We have the CEO of Studio 524, Engineer Chris. We also have the very best of fashion designers here in Nigeria. We have the CEO of Maya Tafu, Ohi Maya Tafu. He's also going to be here. So it's going to be, this three-day event is definitely going to be packed. It's going to be insightful. A lot of fashion designers, upcoming and existing designers, have a lot to learn. So they better be here, because this is definitely a fashion event to be at. Well, basically that's a little bit on the fashion event. I just had to give you a little bit of it, basically.
Very nice, very nice. It looks, it looks like something that definitely people who want to make a mark in the fashion industry should definitely be at.
Yeah, it is. It is a big event. Today is the Epic Show. I mean, this is the fashion conference about to take place. We have the award show, which is ongoing on Sunday, which is coming up on Sunday. We also have the fashion show, which is coming up on Monday. So it is a packed show, a packed fashion show. But I also I would also advise fashion designers who are watching right now to be at this event, because there is, I mean, the speakers at this event are pretty big people in the fashion industry, so they have to be here.
And
because you just
it's
never
also
know
good for networking.
what you could learn. You could learn 1 or 2 things and stuff. Yeah.
Good for networking
amazing
as well.
networking.
Yeah.
Very, very good for networking. I mean, and then, I mean, come on, the Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment is going to be here. So, I mean, come on. Who else would you want to hear from? Who else would you want to learn from? I mean, it's great. And the ICANN president, of course, will also be here, Mr. Ismaila Zakari. So, I mean, this show is a show to be at. This conference basically is a conference to be at, and yeah. So well, behind me is everyone's just setting up and stuff. Yeah. So hello, Titi. Yeah.
They've started registration, I believe, right? Registration for the people coming from the conference?
Registration hasn't started. I think it's because of the rain. Things are starting a bit slow.
Yeah.
Registration hasn't started yet. Everywhere still seems a bit wet, and well, we're still that registration.
We still have the whole day ahead of us, so
yes,
there's going to be a lot of activity, and people are going to start arriving.
Well,
you know how?
Also,
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's also an event tonight. There's an event tonight. So, well, it's a whole day event.
And you know how it is with these kinds of events. It looks empty now, but suddenly people just arrive at the same time. You can see like maybe 300 people just arrive suddenly at 9 o'clock. So be on standby for that, because that is very likely going to happen, because everyone's just going to come to the island around the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of new people. I mean, you all know that I'm like, I'm an upcoming fashion designer. So I'm also hoping to, you know, cash in on 1 or 2, you know, things I could learn. Okay, walking in through right now is one of the organizers. Hello, sir. Good morning. Hi. I'm good. Would like to meet with you, sir.
Please tell him he's live.
Yeah. Tell him he's live right now. Tell him he's live.
He's not exactly sure. He's like, okay, oh my God. Okay. Good morning, sir.
Okay.
I'm good. How's the rain treating you this morning?
Not too bad. It's better that it rains this morning than later in the evening. So,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I gave our viewers a little bit of what to expect at the event today. So you tell us what to expect.
Well, this morning we start off with the conference,
yeah.
Which is about Nigeria's participation in the global fashion industry and how to increase it. And then later in the evening, we have our red carpet, glamorous Fashion Finest Awards.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Okay, so what inspired this event? Because this is the 2nd edition, right?
What's behind this event is that we feel that a lot of the new, aspiring and emerging designers and creatives are not really being given a chance to get an opportunity to participate like in a major fashion week. You know, most of the big fashion weeks in Nigeria are aimed at the celebrities, the very established designers. So that's one angle, that we want to give them a chance to succeed, to flourish, you know, let this be their starting opportunity. And the second thing is that we want to create jobs within the industry. We want to grow the industry. It's not just about doing a fashion show, looking good and going away. It's about how can we grow it? How can we make sure that more designers can get into the business? How can we mass produce in Nigeria? And we have a big population, but we cannot produce enough clothes to clothe ourselves.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, I know your guest of honor is Haja Aisha Abubakar, the Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment. What are we to expect from her? And you also said something about creating jobs for upcoming fashion designers. Is she going to be in line with that project?
Well, the ministry is working very closely with us, and the minister, I should say, is working very closely with us. I mean, they're actively supporting this event. I mean, the federal government has a policy about increasing the fashion industry, because they recognize that it will become one of the biggest industries in terms of employment in Nigeria over the next few years. So they're actively supporting us. I mean, they're going to come and talk about some of the initiatives that they have and some of the things that we're going to be working with them on.
Great, thank you so much, sir. I'm just going to let you run off, because I know there's so much to do before the event starts off.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, bye.